Here are the top 25 college football teams Utah schools will face this season. The preseason Associated Press Top 25 College Football Poll was released earlier this week, meaning we have a bit better of an idea just how good some of the team's squads from Utah will face this fall, even as the rankings will fluctuate from week to week and may look very different by the time the season is over. Here is a look at all of the ranked teams schools from the Beehive State will face in 2024. Total number of ranked teams a school will face will be in parentheses. Utah Utes, 2. Ranked number 12 in the poll themselves, the Utes are widely considered to have a pretty easy schedule this season relative to how good they're expected to be. Although if the top 25 poll is any indication, the last half of September could be challenging. That's because Utah will play the only two ranked teams on its schedule in back-to-back weeks. First, the Utes will travel to face the 17th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys on September 21st. And they'll return home to face the 21st-ranked Arizona Wildcats the following week. Those two games are considered to be Utah's toughest this season by a pretty wide margin and may go a long way in determining the team's chances at a college football playoff berth. BYU Cougars, 5. On paper, the Cougars may have a very difficult time getting back to a bowl game because of the difficulty of their schedule. They'll have a manageable non-conference schedule the first 3 weeks of the season, but then 5 of their next 7 contests are against ranked opponents, although only the rivalry game against Utah is on the road. BYU will face number 18 Kansas State on September 21st, number 21 Arizona on October 12th, number 17 Oklahoma State on October 18th, number 12 Utah on November 9th and number 22 Kansas on November 16th. It's not easy to see a path to a bowl game for the Cougars given their schedule. They'll likely need to go at least 2-1 in non-conference play, at home against Southern Illinois and on the road against SMU and Wyoming. Pick up 2 victories against the above 5 teams and at Baylor and at UCF. And then win their last 2 games of the season against expected Big 12 bottom feeders, at Arizona State, versus Houston. Utah State Aggies, 2. It certainly won't be easy for the Aggies to rack up wins in non-conference play as they try to get 6 to become bowl eligible again. Following the season opener at home against Robert Morris, Utah State will play its 2 currently ranked opponents in back-to-back weeks. First, the Aggies will travel to Los Angeles to face the 23rd-ranked USC Trojans on September 7th, and then they'll fly back to the Beehive State to play the Utes in Salt Lake City on September 14th. If Utah State is 1-2 at that point, it'll have one more non-conference game against Temple all the way in Philadelphia and then need either 4 or 5 wins in conference play to go bowling. Southern Utah T-Birds, 1. Games featuring FCS squads such as SUU against FBS teams are chances for the FCS school to get needed money to use in the program. SUU will travel a few hours north for the season opener on August 29th to face number 12 Utah. Though not ranked, SUU will face another FBS team the following week when it travels to Texas to play UTEP. The T-Birds will then open up FCS play the following week as they aim to build on a 2023 season in which they went 6-5. Note: neither Weber State nor Utah Tech have games against teams ranked in the preseason AP Top 25, although Weber State will open the season against the Washington Huskies August 31st on the road. The Huskies were the national runner-up last season before losing head coach Kalen DeBoer to Alabama. Utah Tech, meanwhile, will face UNLV of the FBS ranks in the second game of the season on September 7th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.